Just 2 days after his bailout of SVB, of course, Joe Biden traveled to the state where it all emanated from. But instead of addressing the failure of Silicon Valley Bank or reassuring Americans that their deposits are going to be safe, Biden was in California for a different reason.
First, this executive order helps keep firearms out of dangerous hands. My executive order directs my Attorney General to take every lawful action possible to move us as close as we can to universal background checks without new legislation.
Okay, this just isn't just the DOJ. I want you all to understand that this gives a lot of power to other federal agencies as well. For instance, Pete Buttigieg and the Department of Transportation will have more resources to track gun shipments. It's called the Federal Trade Commission also to analyze how gun manufacturers market their products. And then this was perhaps most alarming with a little more detail added. It calls on the Department of Defense to promote gun safety through the acquisition of firearms itself. Joining me now to react, Kentucky Congressman Tom Massie. Congressman, I'm kind of surprised that no one seems to be paying attention to this executive order today. What do we need to know?
Well, first of all, look at where he chose to announce it in California, where gun control laws have failed. They've got a higher than average mass public shooting per capita, and they've got some of the strictest gun laws. In fact, he went to Los Angeles County. Unless you're white and well-connected, you probably can't get a permit to carry a concealed firearm there. Fewer than 1 in 5,000 have a concealed carry permit in Los Angeles County. Compare that to the 43 states where you can carry. It's about 1 in 10 Americans. So he went to a virtual gun-free zone to announce these programs. And one of the things that he said he's going to do, we just heard it right there, is to somehow achieve what he calls universal background checks. What he calls universal background checks wouldn't have stopped a mass public shooting in this century. And he's simultaneously trying to shut down all the FFLs. The FFLs are the places where you go to buy a gun and go through the background check. So his policies are at odds with themselves.
Well, it seems like he's just throwing up, stuff against the wall, right? Heading toward 2024. Yeah. They've pretty much given up on raising anybody's standard of living. Correct, Congressman? Inflation's not going anywhere. They know it. We know it. So run to California, make a little run on the guns with the executive order, and hope, I guess, to get some political traction. That just seems like a loser strategy.
Maybe he went to Hollywood because 2 of his policies are based in science fiction. Okay, one of them is this ballistics database where you're going to take a fingerprint of a gun using the shell casing or the bullet. Look, New York and Maryland tried this program. They spent tens of millions of dollars and after 15 years never solved a single crime. So that's part of it. The other is he says he's going to go after these undetectable firearms. Laura, show me a firearm that doesn't have a metal barrel or doesn't use a brass casing. Like, they don't exist. And if they do, the person shooting it's going to blow themselves up. So 2 of his policies are just science fiction. Maybe that's why he went to Hollywood.
Yeah, well, we have a phantom recovery, and he's after so-called phantom guns. Congressman, great to see you, as always. Thank you.